All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axel1324.
I'm DeathDealer.
And I don't have my camera on. There we go. I'm Doggy Dog 41.
That's right, guys. It is another Friday night. Awesome Friday. Let's let the chat fill in today. Hopefully, we get some peeps. I know it was kind of a last-minute podcast, but it's okay. We're going to roll with it anyway. Oh, man, I can hear myself. I'm good. That sounds good.
Good, man. That sounds good.
Anyways, another week has passed by. What have you been playing, Death Dealer?
Unfortunately, as some of you guys remember from last weekend, still doing SpongeBob SquarePants the musical. So I haven't had a whole lot of time for video games, but of course I still make time for Dead Island too, because of course. And then there was some random weird game that my daughter had me playing for a little while, and of course she had me watch and play a round of what's the one where you build stuff? Minecraft, I think. Yeah. I think she had played Minecraft for a little while. They have a yarn expansion where you can build everything out of yarn: houses, cars, garage doors. So yeah, that was great.
Oh, come on. You're going to miss that when she invites you to play.
Exactly. Anything for my baby. I would never complain to her, but yeah, I'm not into... I grew up with 8-bit games. I'm kind of tired of looking at them. They kind of bother my eyes now.
I see. Doggy, what have you been playing?
I finished off the great RoboCop Rogue City. That game is great. I highly recommend it. I won't talk too much about it now because here in a few weeks we'll be talking about our favorite games this far from on the year. So I'll save my love for it then. I love that game though.
6 weeks away from that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Five weeks away.
5 weeks, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely going to be on my list for sure, just to give one away. And also, so then I started Atlas Fallen, kind of trying to decide if I even like that game. And I also started just a little bit of the Dragon's Dogma. Because I want to play through at least some of that. I'd like to go through all of it. Who knows how long it is. But I want to play it and see if this is my style of game, because I'm sure Dragon's Dogma 2 will kind of pretty much be about the same. Because I want Dragon's Dogma 2 real bad. But I better play this game and see if it's my jam. So I'm liking it so far, though. So yeah, RoboCop. Woo! That's a good game. Play that game.
Awesome. So I didn't play too much. I played League of Legends, of course. I'm addicted again to my League of Legends. It's my kryptonite. I love it. I love it so much. It's not even funny. So yeah, I am on I'm not doing well as I'm only winning about half my matches, which is way lower than normal. I usually win about like 65, and you think like, oh, 15%, it's not that different. It is. In the League of Legends, it is. So I'm thinking the meta changed and I haven't adjusted yet. So I need to adjust myself to winning a little bit more. And of course, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake as Rebirth comes out this coming week, Wednesday night, Thursday. Got my PS5 ready. My body is ready. I saw some of the scenes of Tifa on the beach, which tells me that Final Fantasy VII Remake at least goes to the part where Hojo is on vacation on the beach. Why is Hojo on vacation on the beach when the end of the world is coming? Because he's Hojo, man. He's crazy. That's why. So yeah, gonna go to the beach and try to convince Hojo to give me some information.
Real quick, Dreadpool is in the chat, and apparently both he and Tiny Giant are listening. So I just want to clarify for my little darling, because I don't want her to misunderstand. Honey, I love playing games with you, and I adore the fact that you show me all the things on screen that you're doing. So don't think that I don't, dear. I want you to know that I do enjoy you showing me all of the random things on video games. Your mommy's baby. I'll do anything for you.
As you should.
Absolutely.
My last set, my youngest set of nieces and nephews are getting into their early teenagers, their tween years. And I'm missing it because, when they get into teenagers, they just don't talk anymore. So, yeah.
I don't think I'll have that problem with Tiny Giant because she's actually starting to she's almost in her preteen years, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I'll necessarily have that problem per se. She's very much a mommy and daddy's girl.
As she
So
should be.
yeah.
As an only child, I guess it's easy to be.
They're amazing parents. Come on now. She's got Death as a mother. Like, who wouldn't want me?
Right?
Even my baby sister still called me for everything. Come on now.
There you go. She's the mom of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check in with the chat. We got, of course, Dreadpool joining us. Shout out to Dreadpool. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, my beautiful wife is in here as well. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. And yeah, all right, but let's get into the game. So, guys, today's topic is inspired games. And we're talking about the games that inspired other games, right? So, all the games we're going to talk about today have been inspired by something. So, we're going to start off with the OG and then go into the game that we talked about. And let me find my button. Oh my gosh, I haven't even set up the button. I apologize for that, guys. I blame Doggy Dog for 20.
I'll take it. I will take. I'll take the blame.
All right. Are you ready, DeathDealer? Take it away.
Okay, so my first choice is Killer Instinct. I feel like it's kind of like a clone of Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
When the Gory Arcade Classic hit the home console, it made a massive bloody splash because of hardcore combat and the famously fierce fatalities. Many games attempted to recreate the bone-chilling action, but toned it down, obviously. But Killer Instinct kind of just brought that back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone has their own opinions. This is just mine. And Killer Instinct is a really good game.
It sure is. It absolutely is. And you know, I know someone here who plays Killer Instinct. I know someone who played a lot of Killer Instinct. Doggy Dog played some Killer KI. Tell us all about it, Doggy.
Oh, absolutely. Great.
And was it inspired by MK?
Great pick. Yeah, I mean, I think some of the mechanics, all that good stuff was inspired by MK. It was from Midway, right? So you know,
no, it was by Rare.
Rare Nintendo, but Midway had something to set in on it too. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I believe so. I could be wrong there. That I could be.
Okay.
There. But stuff that it didn't. What I thought was cool about it, the combos I thought were awesome. It had way longer combos than MK. I just thought the combos were so cool. Yeah, just playing this game in the arcade, it was so awesome. It's so popular. I remember having the black cartridge Super Nintendo version. KI Gold. I still play KI. We still play KI, you know, the 2013 one on Xbox now. Still love it. No, I totally love this series. I've loved it ever since it came out. Definitely hoping for a Killer Instinct 2, which I believe will be coming here sometime soon. But either way, great franchise and a great pick. And yeah, love it. You got me motivated to play some Killer Instinct here tonight.
Nice.
Glad I could help.
So I remember what made Killer Instinct stand out for me, apart from Mortal Kombat, wasn't that it was less gory. It was the combo system. And the fact that like the announcer was like, Ultra Combo! You know, it just made you feel awesome when you got that 64 hit combo or better. And like I remember like you could input the inputs in advance in the old arcade and just kind of step away from the cabinet and let your person finish the combo. That was so cool. Of course, you can't do that now, right? Now it's all about timing and stuff. But I remember back in the arcade of Killer Instinct, the OG Killer Instinct, you could just and then just step away, take a sip of soda, and your character would just finish the combo, right? So yeah. And of course, if you could do the 64 hit combo on somebody, man, that person would get so angry in the arcade. They would get so pissed off. Oh, man, making lots of kids cry. Back when I was a teenager. That's right. Go put your quarters somewhere else. Go play Street Fighter or something.
Listen, it's a rite of passage to get picked on by older kids to an extent, as long as it's not like traumatizingly mean. Come on now. I
It
mean,
wasn't
everyone
picking
needs
on
that
them. It
older
was just
sibling.
I'm not their relative. I wasn't going to go easy on them. That was my money.
Well, it's not even that. Every kid has to experience the older sibling, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
it's a rite
anyone
of
here hasn't
passage.
lost to an older somebody in a fighting game.
Yeah. I know I have.
Deathdealer's thinking about it.
I get whooped on every Friday by somebody older than me on fighting games. So yeah, it happens
Actually,
all the time.
no. I've actually beat my husband in Mortal Kombat before. He's old. He's obviously older than me. I'm trying to think who I'm sure there's other people, because I am a woman, people always underestimate. Oh, it's just a girl. She can't play that well. So I have that to my advantage. You guys don't. So, I suppose it's different for men versus women.
Yeah, there's a lot more crap talking.
Oh no, some of those old chat rooms for some of the games, the online games, man. Remember when they were saying how they were going to release the old chats public, and it was like, ooh, a lot of people are about to get in a whole lot of trouble.
Yep, and they did. Yeah, so great choice by Deathdealer. Killer.
Absolutely. Love it.
Fantastic. Inspired by Mortal Kombat. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Let's see. We got Splendifer saying, "Hello, Deathy Wethy."
Hey, sweetie.
That's enough of that. All right, let's see. Shout out to Prey Grasso. He says, "Hi, people. I miss y'all. Hey, we miss you.
What's up?
Hey!
Hey, how's the wedding planning coming?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
have you picked out the dresses? Of course you have. I'm sure by now you have. And shout out to Tony Grasso. Thank you so much for
Grasso,
joining
what's up,
us. He
dude?
says, "Hey, baby."
Hey.
Hey, baby.
Here
Hey.
we go. I've seen this website. Hey, baby, live you 5ever. I know the website Fiverr.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Now, shout out to Prey and Tony. They are amazing people. Hopefully the wedding goes smooth, and it will be this grandiose event that will make them both very happy to invest in. And of course, the more important thing about getting married is the marriage. So hopefully you guys have a long-lasting marriage till death do you part.
I'm going to give you guys a tip of, she said that the wedding planning is going well. She picked out her dress yesterday.
No,
I'm going to give you guys both a tip of advice when it comes to weddings. Now, this is just my personal belief and the experiences that I've had. If your wedding does not go exactly to your plan and things go wrong, take it as a good omen, because in my experience, and I've been to quite a few weddings and helped plan some weddings, usually when things go wrong, the marriage is fantastic. It's when the wedding is perfect that I'm a little concerned about the marriage itself. I mean,
not me. My
things
wedding
go
was
wrong,
perfect because my wife was there. That's all I needed to be perfect.
Exactly. It's not about the flowers and the cake and all that. It's about marrying the person you love and adore. When Dreadpool and I got married, hell actually froze over. In our wedding pictures, it looks like it's snowing. We live in Florida.
I want to see him now. You'll have to upload some later.
I will. I mean, but our wedding was almost, I had a fight with the florist. It was one disaster after another.
Did you say you had a fight with a florist?
I had a fight with the florist.
Oh my.
Anyway, basically what I'm saying is our wedding was not what we had planned, but we have an amazing marriage. So just saying.
There you go.
You're marrying the person you love, so everything else can go wrong as long as you two are the ones saying I do at the end of the day.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the most important
Besides,
part.
rain on your wedding day is good luck.
It rained on our wedding day. But again, I was
See?
super happy because I married the person I wanted to marry, and that's all that mattered to me.
But see, and you guys have a happy marriage though too. So hey,
Yes. Yes.
it rained a little bit on our wedding day. We just celebrated 11 years last week.
Yeah, and then Dreadful got old.
13 years with this man. 13 years.
13 years. But you don't say it happily. You got to say it more happy. We need more happy.
Listen, if I weren't happy, he would not be breathing.
No, but we got to hear it. We got to hear it.
I love my husband dearly. He's the light of my life.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, in all honesty, if I had not married that man and been with him, I do not know if I would still be alive. I probably would have partied myself to death.
Really? Wow. I mean, here's a picture of our wedding here. It was small outside.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
Oh,
there's me with my
nice.
beautiful wife.
That's beautiful. She looks amazing, of course.
Of course she does, yes.
She's beautiful.
So, yeah.
I still say she married down.
Oh,
Kidding. I'm
wow.
just kidding. I love
Dang.
you too. Don't
Stab me
worry.
right now.
I'm all for military, man.
And we lost DeathDealer, guys.
Oh,
We've lost her.
Oh, I've gotten
Hey,
kicked out
I
here so many
support
times.
the
it's
military. I even support your branch, sir. As a matter of fact, I even now have an Army T-shirt.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see
Yeah,
it.
now I need a Navy and a. I'm not going to get a Coast Guard shirt.
You should.
I don't know if I can. You weren't in the Coast Guards, were you?
Nope.
I
They're
didn't
not
think
real
so.
service. Anyways, they're like the Space Force. What are they going to do? Fight in space? All right. So here we go. Enough of that. Let's see. Ask DeathDealer about the valet at the wedding ceremony. DeathDealer, tell us about the valet at the wedding ceremony.
Okay. All right. So please don't cancel me. Okay. They overbooked our ceremony site. Okay. And they did not, the wedding planners and event coordinators did not tell us this. Okay. So when I drove myself to our ceremony, and when I pulled up, there were a whole bunch of nicely dressed men in matching tuxedo suits. And they just happened to be of a darker persuasion. But my event planner and coordinator and the wedding and all that had told me that parking was taken care of. We got married on a private beach. So when I asked them about parking, they said it was all taken care of. So me, thinking that these wonderfully dressed men standing in front of the area are possibly valet that my people had hired. So I roll down the window, and of course they start, and I call them over, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm like, there's supposed to be a wedding ceremony. Am I in the right spot? And they're like, yeah, you're in the right spot. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, so which one of you guys is going to park my car? Where do I get the tickets so I can get it back? And the guys kind of looked at me confused, and I looked at him and I was like, you guys are the valet for my wedding, right? And they instantly kind of like looked at each other, started kind of laughing, and they're like, no, honey, we were at the wedding that just happened. And I'm like, oh, I guess my wedding's right after this. And the guys start looking around, and they're like, you know what, honey, I'll do you a favor. One of the guys, super sweet gentleman, steps forward and he's like, you know what, honey, I'll tell you what, I'll move this car right here that's right in front. You just go ahead and park right there. He's like, you're the bride, you should be close. I felt so bad. Like, how horrible could that have turned out? Like this. Yeah, I know how bad it looked. I'm well aware of how horrible that looked. Luckily, they understood that it wasn't, Oh, I about died of mortification. I was like, oh my God. And then, of
Mortification.
course, I yelled at my coordinator and was like, what the heck? You told me that parking wouldn't be a problem. And they're like, yeah, there's parking all up and down the way that you can park. I'm like, you didn't say that. I thought that we had valet, not to mention, how did you double book the ceremony? And their ceremony ran over late, which means mine ran over. Like, yeah, it was extremely embarrassing for me. I kept apologizing to them. And then, of course, these guys had such great senses of humor. They were laughing and they're like, oh no, honey, it's okay. You know, we understand you're the bride, you're nervous, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
With my wedding. Oh, they were so wonderful. I am so glad it was.
Glad it didn't go any worse.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, it's one of my mortifying, actually probably the only embarrassing moment from my entire
I don't know if anything could top that after that. Yeah.
No, nothing could.
All right, let's see. Splendifer says she's spicy.
That I am.
Let's see.
The name is Death.
That is a good sign if there is wedding on the day. I hope so. I hope so. Yes.
I think she means
Wedding
raining.
cake. I think cake.
Oh, wedding cake. Yeah.
I think she
wedding
meant cake.
Oh yeah, cake's always
And
good.
of course, Prey says, "Oh my God, what a beautiful wedding! Thank you, thank you. Of course, beautiful picture. I know because my wife was in it. She is pretty.
Oh, she is gorgeous.
Yes." And Dreadpool says they were cool. I was chatting with them. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they chatted with the part. They stayed around for a little bit afterwards. They were all really great people.
Yes.
Wonderful people.
Oh, it's a good sign if there is rain on the wedding day. Okay, I thought you said cake. Okay.
See, I knew what she was saying. I knew what she meant.
But enough of that wedding stuff. Doggy, let's get back to the games.
Yes.
Okay.
Doggy, what is your first inspired game and what inspired it?
My inspired game is Streets of Rage, and it was inspired by, of course, at least in my opinion, the great Final Fight. Final Fight from the arcades. Final Fight came out in 1989. I loved it. Had to pump quarters into it every time I went over to the Galaxy Arcade in Terre Haute. Me and my brother had to play it. Loved it. It's kind of got the same thing. You got the crime syndicate. It's kidnap Jessica. They got to rid the city of crime, Metro City, if you will, from the Mad Gear gang. So you got that simple plot. I just love that game so much. I do believe there's 6 stages, plenty of characters, plenty of cool bosses. So when 1991, when Streets of Rage came out on the Genesis, of course I was pleased. I loved it. Kind of had the same thing. You had weapons you could pick up. You were former cops trying to rid the city of crime from Mr. X, the syndicate who corrupted the local government of Wood Oak City.
I don't remember the name of the city. The name of the city is irrelevant when I'm punching people.
Right, exactly. It didn't matter because it was cool. What you had here was kind of the same deal. You went from left to right, beating up baddies left and right, doing little special moves here and there, picking up health power-ups, picking up weapons, getting to the end of the stage, whooping on a boss. I absolutely love the Streets of Rage series, which I went over before. Streets of Rage 2 was the pinnacle. The music, the boss, it's just everything about the fighting, the gameplay. It just played so great. Thank you, Final Fight, for giving us, if this is what inspired Streets of Rage, thank you, Final Fight, for inspiring such an awesome series that I loved so much. Still, Streets of Rage 2 is still one of my favorite games. Still one of my favorite soundtracks to this day.
Absolutely. DeathDealer, Final Fight, did it inspire Streets of Rage?
I'll be honest. I kind of recognize it, but I can't say that I've ever actually played these two, to be honest. If I did, I don't remember.
Oh, no.
So I have no comment. Now I'm the doggy of the show. I don't know. Well, it's a game that I don't think I played. Sorry.
Surprise, surprise.
Someone has to be the doggy of the show to say they didn't play the games, and I guess tonight it's me.
Yeah, she's played this. She's just saying that because I always say I don't play her games.
Don't remember. Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, it does look like a game that I probably have played, but in that time era, so many of these games kind of look, you know what I
Oh,
mean? So it's
absolutely.
hard to say, like, if I played it or not. Chances are I probably did at some point, but did I have it in my house or remember playing it at the no, I
Okay,
looks
well,
like
there you
just
go.
about every other fighting game around that era though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so Streets of Rage. I love Streets of Rage. Final Fight was more inspired by like so I think the beat 'em up genre was inspired by Final Fight. You know, the huge characters, the large textures, the awesome sound effects, the punching sound. Even just the punching sound was amazing on these. And it just
Mhm.
felt like it had so much weight on it. You know, larger than life, no, not proportionate characters at all. I mean, these guys were all just jacked. Everybody was just jacked and over the top. And it was, you know, the girls were just over the top fit and dressed underdressed as much as possible, as it should be
Hey,
in
Right.
it
video
was a
games.
game. It's a thing for games, so yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, if these guys are jacked over the top, the girls should be underdressed as much as possible and still beating you up. You know, the ladies with the whip, the ladies on the
Oh man, they
motorcycles.
were so
Oh my!
tough.
I
Yeah.
hated the chicks on the motorcycles with the
Oh my
helmets.
god.
I hated them so much.
Yeah,
I
those were the
cannot put into
worst.
words how much I hated them.
Yep.
So, yeah, you know, the weapons, the music, it was all amazing. But, you know, what separated Streets of Rage from Final Fight was the controls. You know, while Final Fight tried to do a beat 'em up with some dimensional depth using Street Fighter moves to execute special moves. You know, Streets of Rage basically just had push two buttons at once or push this special button once. You know, all the combos naturally came out. You didn't have to try to do a Hadouken in the middle of this and miss, right?
Right.
So I
Yep.
think that Streets of Rage 2 is definitely the better game and definitely inspired by Final Fight. But you know, very rarely it's not always that the inspiration gets outdone, but in this case it did. I feel that Streets of Rage is just a better game all the way around. Fantastic choice from Dog Dog.
Even the power bars like up at the top, you know, like, and then it had the guy's power bar below it. You know, that even looks similar to Final Fight. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it just took so much from it. So yeah, Streets of Rage 2 is definitely
The biggest
the
difference
best
would
of the
be
best.
the controls.
the gameplay. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're totally right on that.
So fantastic. Let's see. Split difference. Who remembers Bloody Roar? Nobody remembers that trash.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, I honestly can't say I ever heard of that one. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, nobody remembers that. All right, so my game that I'm gonna play for you guys here. After it loads an ad. So my game that I'm gonna do again. Get this ad over with, Google. Hurry up. It's gonna be Battlefield, but in specific, I want to talk about Battlefield 1. So, you remember a long time ago there was a game called Medal of Honor that did World War II simulator, which was great, right?
Yeah.
And then came Call of Duty, which did like World War II plus multiplayer, online multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that was cool. And then along came this little game called Battlefield, which did World War II with multiplayer with destructible environments with more than 16 players on there. It was like 64 players or something like that online, just shooting at each other. And it became like this awesome experience to do. Like you could fight, you could get into vehicles, not just shooting. You could get into airplanes, everything. But the reason I picked Battlefield 1 was because no one had ever done World War 1 before. You know, nobody could think World War 1 could be made fun. And so, you know, while everybody was focused on World War II, Battlefield kind of, you know, zigged when they should have zagged. And Battlefield 1 just was so good. Such a great telling of the war. You know, the trench warfare, the close quarters combat, the fact that, you know, these little tanks don't account for much of the campaign at all, right? It was very much about the environment, the biplanes, the dropping bombs on biplanes, and yeah, it had some unrealistic things, like it had scopes and stuff. Of course, they didn't have that stuff in World War One, right? But it was so much fun. It is by far my favorite Battlefield. Battlefield 1 is by far my favorite one. Followed closely by Bad Company 2.
Oh man, yeah, it was
And so it's just one of these franchises that got inspired by Call of Duty and just took something and did it better. You know, the online multiplayer matches to me were better, especially with the, you know, back then you couldn't get into vehicles, right? Back then you couldn't do any of that. Only if you wanted to get into vehicles, you had to play Battlefield. Not everybody has it, so the student has become the master, right? Again, kind of thing. But Battlefield, I just remember having such a good time, and it also introduced classes. You know, like you could be an engineering class and repair the tank as it's being shot and give it like longevity. It was so fun. It was so much fun, and the destructive environments, like just blowing through walls when you shouldn't. That was so fun. I can't get over how good Battlefield is to me. I understand it's kind of on a downtrend right now, but I don't think it's always going to be down. I don't think so. DeathDealer, Battlefield, the series inspired by Call of Duty.
Play Call of excuse me. Play Call of Duty. No, I don't think I played this one actually. No. Yeah, I'm almost positive I don't think I've ever played this one. Sorry, I'm not really the biggest.
He's the doggy of the show. You're right.
Yeah, you can't play everything. I mean,
well, Call of Duty really isn't my game per se. I mean, I've played a few of them, but it's not my, you know, per se game of choice. So
look at this. This guy's just using his entrenching tool to kill all these guys. This is what I mean. It's all about that close quarter World War I combat, and it's so good. It's so good.
I actually do have a really good friend of mine who plays this quite often. Actually, he loved this game. He raved about it a lot. So I do know it is a good game.
Yes, it's fantastic. Doggy, Battlefield inspired by Call of Duty, a first-person shooter. I know you love him.
Oh, I love him. Love him. Just like RoboCop, man. That was an awesome first-person shooter. That was an awesome first-person shooter. I love that one. Yes, I think this series is inspired by Call of Duty. Like you said, it was cool. Like this is one of the first ones, if not the first, that you could, in the multiplayer or even in the campaign, you could get in vehicles and stuff. That was cool. I honestly can't remember if I played this first Battlefield. I might have had it in that sack of games that I had when I first got my 360, right? This was on 360, right? This was a 360
Battlefield was on 360, just not Battlefield 1.
Right. Okay. Oh, Battlefield 1. So this is Battlefield 1. Okay, I did not play Battlefield 1. Okay, I did not play that. But games like Battlefield, like you mentioned earlier, Bad Company 2, I absolutely love that game.
Loved Bad Company 2.
So great.
My God, so much fun.
That was so cool. We had so much fun playing through that. Battlefield 1, I don't think I played that. I think they gave that away with Games as Gold, but I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say for sure that I played it.
They did, because I ended up buying it. I ended up getting it with Games of Gold, and I liked it so much that I went out and bought it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I really like you guys should take time to watch the Battlefield 1 trailer one day, and just you'll be like, dang, I gotta play that.
But the difference with these, like in the multiplayer, it always seems like the maps were so much bigger, you know. I mean, I guess, you know, it's because of the vehicles probably and all that stuff, you know. So I guess that's the main difference in it. But no, great games. Both of them are great games. Great pick. You know, can't go wrong.
Yeah, I love the parts, like the Battlefield has this mode where one group of players is defending the city and the other group of players is assaulting the city. And the way you assault is through airborne drops. So the sirens go off and all the players are being dropped all at the same time, and you just see the gunfire go. If you're one of the players parachuting, I mean, you just see the choo-choo, like people get shot out of the air because the other team's shooting at you. If you're the other team, it's like the quiet before the storm, and then suddenly the alarms go off and the planes start dropping and everything, and it's like intensity. It's so cool. Like, shout out to Dice and EA. Like, I know they get a lot of hate, but I prefer Battlefield over Call of Duty right now, as I feel that it's more my style of shooter versus Call of Duty, which has become basically a Twitch shooter.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by Twitch is like fast reaction, twitchy.
Yeah.
Twitch reaction shooter. And here's a commercial for Pokemon cards or something. Okay. Come on, guys. There you go. But Dougie, with all that being said, Dougie.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the iconic Video Games Podcast proudly brings to you its greatest podcast segment in the world. It's intermission time with DeathDealer.
I love his face when he's screaming that. Take it away.
Well, kids. Today's game is going to be slightly different from the usual. We are going to essentially be mimicking each other to the best of our abilities and doing impersonations of each other. One of us is going to say something, and the other two have to do their best to mimic not only what they said, but the accent in which they say it in. So, get ready to be thoroughly impressed, possibly laugh yourself silly, and I don't know, realize that we are a bunch of nerds.
Well said.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they might have guessed you two are, but I don't think they've thought I'm in the nerd persuasion just yet.
Have you seen your background? 100% nerd.
How are the horsemen of the apocalypse? You think that's nerdy?
Yeah.
And I'm drinking
Game
out
nerd
of
or Bible nerd. Point is, you're a nerd.
I'm drinking out of a cup with a hatchet. Really? And I got skulls in my hair.
Oh.
And on my shirt.
Skulls on the shirt.
You better watch what you're saying there, Axel.
Exactly. Yes. They don't call me DeathDealer for nothing.
Right. Speaking of watching what you're saying, all right. Are you guys listening? All right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Let me close this out. Okay. So I am going to start us off. I am going to say or sing something, and you guys have to say or sing it in the same way that I do. Are you ready?
Almost.
Which is why I paused the intermission time music so I can focus on it.
Okay. All right. I've got this. We can do it.
All right, ready?
Let's get
Ready as I'm gonna be.
There we go. I'm first. All right. Just eat it. Eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it.
Okay. Some Weird Al Yankovic. Okay.
Weird Al Yankovic. Yes, you got it, doggy. Yes. Okay. So,
Okay, one more time. Say it one more time.
just eat it. Eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it.
I love it.
Right, hold on. Let me type it in so there'll be no excuse.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was writing it down.
I'm glad you recognized it, doggy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, doggy recognized it. Doggy, you're up first.
I'm up first. All right.
You're up first. Take it away, doggy.
Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Open up your mouth and eat it and feed it. Sorry.
Shout out to Doggy Dog. Oh, it's Weird Al. Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al.
Sorry.
I've been told I look like Weird Al, like back in, like over
There you
the
go.
course of the days.
Ready?
Unless I'm not seeing it, but okay. All right.
Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah. Just eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it.
Well done. Woo! Good job to everybody.
Doggy added extra words. I'm just saying.
Oh, there's technically 4 edits. I just didn't do the echo.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. You
My
said
wife
this
says, "Is it the Michael Jackson song?" No, it's
Yes.
the
no, it's
Beat
the
it.
Weird Al. Yeah, it's the weird version of "Beat It."
yeah.
It's based on
So
"Beat It,"
Weird Al
and he
Yankovic
actually
says-
had Michael Jackson's approval for it. Believe it or not, he
Yeah.
always asks for permission before he parodies
That's right.
them.
And shout out to General Spartan. Thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
what's
You're
up,
the real
brother?
MVP. He says, "I think I have that Weird Al album. I think it was called Even Worse."
Oh yeah, okay.
And Split Difference is laughing as he should. All right, who wants to go next?
Whoever.
All right, we'll let that dealer go
If you
last.
have yours, go first. Yeah, you go first. I'm trying to think of a good one.
All right. Let me focus. All right, take it away, doggy.
Okay, this song is from one of my favorite bands. It's kind of not one of their more popular ones, but it's one of their most popular albums. So let's see if I can get a little. Let's see if I can sound like my guy. Okay. Hey mom, there's something in the back room. Hope it's not the creatures from above. All right, there we go. Let's go. Who was that? Anybody?
That was Blink 182, of
That's
course.
right. All right, yeah.
Of course. All right.
Get
I'll
some
go
Tom
first.
DeLonge. Tom DeLonge. Who's got some Tom in him? All right.
I don't know if I can do the drum part.
Okay, yeah. Here, I'll do.
Hey, Mom, there's something in the back room. Hope it's not the creatures from above.
All
You
right.
used to tell me stories as if my dreams were boring.
We all know conspiracies are dumb. I love those guys. Yeah.
Yes. All right, Death Dealer, you ready?
I already forgot it. I would have written it down if I would have known it was gonna be that long. Like, I actually don't even.
Alright.
I don't even know if I know that song, to be honest.
Is it
I
Hey
like
Mom, there's
Blink
something in the
182.
back room or bathroom?
Back room. Hey, mom, there's something in the back room. Hope it's not the creatures from above.
Okay, and that's it.
Room.
That's it.
Hope,
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
hope
Okay.
it's not the creatures from above. Hold on. I'll put it up for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I do like Blink 182. I just I don't
Love
know
'em.
all of their songs.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
here we
this-
go. Okay.
this is a different one.
Hey mom, there's something in the back room. Hope it's not creatures from above.
I forgot to put the. I love it. Oh my goodness, so fun, so fun. Let's see. That is not our song, Miss Death Dealer.
No, it's not.
And my
That
wife right away
song-
guessed it. Blink 182.
That
Blink
song
182,
is,
absolutely.
Aliens Exist is the name of
It
it.
is exist, yep. And let's see, General Spartan says, iconic video games, I just checked, I don't have the album with Al Jankovic in 3D, which Edith was on. I have the song on Greatest Hits album. Yes. My wife is laughing. The difference between not a fan and fans of Blink 182. Yeah. All right, but it's time for Death Dealer to confuse us. We're ready for your song, Death Dealer. All right, pay attention, doggy. Focus
Okay,
up.
all right.
Okay. Hold on. I want to make sure I get the words right.
All right. Hopefully you guys enjoy this because I love this right now.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
So fun. Uh-oh. I think that
Oh.
froze. No.
I want to make sure I get the words right. No, I'm not frozen. I'm just making sure I get.
Okay. So, Doggy, did you
Yes.
ever go to a Blink 182 concert?
Yes, I went to Blink 182 and Green Day in Chicago. That was so cool. And then we went and saw them at Heinz Field, which is, I don't know what they call it now, but Steelers, in the Steelers home field. And it was the Rolling Rock Town Fair 4. And they were there with Sum 41.
Oh, I love
Trap.
Sum 41.
Even Def Leppard was there. 311, Saliva, and a couple other bands I can't even remember. It was just a big all day long. It started at like 10 in the morning and went all night long. Oh, it was so good. And we were down right in front of the stage on the on the field and stuff is so good. Man, we were just like this far, like 3rd or 4th row from the stage. It's so
here we
fun.
go. She's
So-
focused up. All right, before she
I got
forgets.
it.
All right,
I got it. Okay, you ready?
We're ready.
Yeah.
This is an old song too, so I don't know how many people are actually going to get this. Okay. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares.
Wow. Okay. All right. I've never heard that song.
Own personal Jesus, yeah.
All right. Hold on. All right. Hold on. All right.
Yeah, personal Jesus.
It
I can
sounds
write it
like it's
down
from
for
a
you if you
musical.
want.
All right. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares, right?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. I don't know if I've never heard that song, so I'm using your tone.
That's the song. Yeah, that's how they do it in the song. It's the beginning of the
Take it
song.
away.
Okay.
Take it
all
away,
right.
Nugget.
Okay, I can't remember exactly like the rhythm that the second part goes to, but okay. Your own personal Jesus, some to hear your prayers, someone who cares. I don't know if that last part like was in rhythm right.
You're right.
Okay.
Hey, you guys ready to know who it is?
No.
Is it?
You don't want to know who it is?
Is it is a cake,
yeah.
right? I think they redid it. I think. Who is it?
Yep,
Who is it?
yep. General Spartan got it.
Don't smart. Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode. Yeah. Okay.
And
All right.
it's the
That's right,
song's
Depeche
called
Mode.
Personal Jesus.
Personal Jesus. Yeah. Depeche Mode.
It's a good song. It's a really good song. I love
Right.
that
Yeah.
song.
I haven't heard it for a while, so I couldn't remember how.
I've never heard it.
You've never heard
Hold on,
that?
I'm listening to it now.
It's been
You guys
remade
can't
by
hear it, but I
somebody
can.
else.
It's a really good song. You'll love it.
I haven't heard it for a
I
while.
love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good song.
I had to think of something that wasn't too common that was appropriate for the show, so it took me a minute. Because I got like a whole bunch of
Oh my God, it
Eminem
almost
and
sounds like a
Tupac
Marilyn
and
Manson
everything
song.
else like ready to go. Wu-Tang, you name it. I could. My
It almost sounds
personal
like
favorite is
like a Marilyn Manson song.
ODB's DS.
That's so cool. All right, so let's check in with the chat. Let's see. Roy Matumbo says, "Hot dang! Is it karaoke week on iconic video games?" Yeah. we're inspiring each other. Say it with me, guys. Drum rolls. Get nasty. All right, hold on. Here we go. Drum roll.
You nasty. You nasty.
Love it. Let's see. My wife says, "It must be rock and roll." It was. Barlow. And Depeche Mode. Yes.
Yeah. Depeche Mode. Yeah.
Reach out and touch me. What the heck?
Yeah, I love that's part of the song. Is that it goes reach out and touch. Actually, instead of reach out and touch me, it actually says reach out and touch faith. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I do say reach out and touch me every once in a while just because it's funny. Especially when I'm talking to Dreadpool. I'm like, reach out and touch me.
I'm sure he complies immediately.
Of course.
All right, hold on. Let me.
You should check out the song. It's a good song. You should listen to it. I think you'd like it. I really do.
I'm very sure I do. I will like it. Like, there's no doubt.
I was actually talking to your wife. She says, "I'm curious. I am curious now." I was like,
Yes.
listen to it, sweetie. I think you'll like it.
I will. Like I said, I will. All right, but
I would never steer another woman wrong.
let's see. What a hilarious. And you threw in the third one. Gosh, golly, thank you. Shout out to Legendary Joby. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you, buddy. Axel will like it. Yeah, I already heard part of it. I did. I will. But all right, let's get back to the games. Now, again, guys, we're talking about games that inspired other games. So, DeathDealer, what is the next game that you have that was inspired by some other game?
Oh, okay. All right. we have Silent Hill, which, in my opinion, is kind of. I think they took the darkness from Resident Evil. I think they kind of played on that and saw what a big hit that became, and just kind of took it from there. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, they're two different types of monsters and things, but I think that once they saw that Resident Evil did so well, why not hop on the horror train? And they did a good job. Silent Hill's an amazing video game. It's an amazing series. So but I think it kind of inspired it by the darkness.
All right.
Kind of like how horror movies for a little while, they were not mainstream at all. And then you had Paranormal Activity come along, or no, Blair Witch, and then all of a sudden a bunch of horror movies came out. So, again, they're not similar, but I think it kind of inspired it by saying, hey, this can make money. Let's do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Doggy, Silent Hill inspired by Resident Evil.
I mean, I would have to say this was inspired by Resident Evil. I would think. I mean, it. I don't know. I mean, it kind of, like she said, kind of has the same dark kind of style. I mean, you're kind of. I don't know. I mean, kind of a survivalist horrors kind of deal. Kind of from back in the day, I guess. You're just in the dark. You got your weapon, your gun, shoot. Heck, I don't even. I know I played Silent Hill, but I don't even remember Silent Hill. Like, it was so long ago. Like so long ago. So, but I mean, they just look so similar to Resident Evil. I can't imagine why it is not inspired by it. So, both great games.
Not Resident Evil right now.
Well, I mean,
go ahead, DeathDealer.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, in my opinion, I think a lot of games and movies and even like music and things and books, they take a lot of things from other works because they do work, and they use that to their advantage. Like, okay, Paranormal Activity, that set off a whole first person camera set of horror movies that were extremely cheap to make, and people loved it. It said it wasn't the first found footage film, but it came at the right time to where it kind of just blew up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how people say that Blair Witch, the original one, was the first found footage horror movie, which it actually wasn't. It's just the more well-known one for our generation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think a lot of them play off of each other. And this, to me, because they were, and I feel like they do share quite a few similarities, with the monsters and you know what I mean? Like, a lot of it just
tank control
symbolizes the same. Yeah. Even the controls are very similar. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
Yes, absolutely. So I've never played I've never played Silent Hill. So I know that Resident Evil was very influential, and I have no doubt that it influenced a great many games, and Silent Hill is probably one of them. So, great pick, DeathDealer. Fantastic. Fantastic. Sorry. Doggy, what is your game that you're going to talk to us about?
Okay, I'm going to go with my inspired game. A game that was inspired is Soul Calibur series. And it was, of course, inspired by the great Virtua Fighter, the great Sega franchise that needs to make a comeback, if you would, please. See, Virtua Fighter came out in 93. the first 3D fighter, I believe. I don't think there's any other 3D fighters before that. If
No, I
not,
think it
this
was the first
was
one.
the
It's the first one that
quintessential.
used polygons, I think.
Right, yeah, and use the
Yeah.
polygons and all that. It was simplistic, though. It was simplistic. You know, you'd like a lot of fighting games at that time had a power bar at a special move bar at the bottom, and had all these weird combos and all this stuff. This was just a simple game: punch, kick, block, do your moves from that. You know, that just made everything seem like a real fight. But along in 1995, in the arcades came Soul Edge, and on 96 it was Soul Blade, which were the first Soul Calibur games. You know, that was, you know, before it was called Soul Calibur. This game featured 4 buttons. It still had the block button. It had a kick and 2 attack buttons for a vertical horizontal. It had a few other things in there like guard block or guard impacts. And, you know, it added, you know, it kind of upped the ante a little bit. But it still had ring outs. It still had that 3D look to it.
Yeah, and you can move around the ring. Yeah.
Right, yeah, you can move around the ring. I guess one difference here is this was more of a weapons-based fighter. Instead of hand-to-hand, it wasn't like, I don't think there's any weapons in Virtua Fighter. So it was just mainly just straight martial arts, hand-to-hand. Soul Calibur's, the next Soul Calibur came out in 98 in the arcade. It came out with a port that was absolutely perfect on Dreamcast, which some say, and I believe, was better than the arcade itself. Looked better, played better, was better because it was on the Dreamcast. Enough said. Don't even need to. It was on Dreamcast. It was better. It was better. I liked the Soul Calibur home ports better than Virtua Fighter for the reason of I like how there's more stuff to do. Like I like the mission mode, the Soul Calibur mode, where you'd go through these different missions and you select different weapons to fight with, different art. I don't know if it gave you different costumes or not. I can't remember that, but I love that mission mode where you just go around the map and there'd be little squares and it would have different criteria. You know, like sometimes the wind would be trying to blow you off the stage, or sometimes you only had like a little tiny bit of health and they had their whole health bar, that kind of stuff. I loved Soul Calibur for its uniqueness of, you know, it gave you tons to do, whereas Virtua Fighter is kind of plain Jane. It was just pretty much like the arcade game in the home with maybe a versus battle and a survival mode or something like that. So I like Virtua Fighter better for simplicity and how like you can't button mash the game. So I'll give my nod to Virtua Fighter. The Soul Calibur, what a great series. I've loved it for years. Plenty of great memories. I remember on my Soul Calibur 2, I remember like there was a special, like Link was in the Nintendo one, and they had Spawn and the Xbox. They had like Hihachi was the PlayStation one. I love Virtua Fighter. Love Soul Calibur. Sure, there's some differences, but it was definitely inspired by the great Virtua Fighter, which started it all. And like I said, please come back with Virtua Fighter 6. Please, Sega, you're doing all these other ones. Give me some Virtua Fighter 6 now.
There you go. DeathDealer, Soul Calibur.
I can honestly say I've never played this one.
All right. Well, there you go.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. She likes what she likes, huh?
I am the doggy of today's show. I haven't played this one.
So I love Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 4, I believe, is my favorite one. On the 360, where you got to play Yoda. Oh my God, just talk about trolling. Talk about trolling. You know, Yoda was the exclusive to the 360, and Darth Vader was the exclusive to the PlayStation.
Yep.
And then later on, they all came to everything, right? But I remember playing as Yoda. You were like so short and such a little troll. You were playing like a freaking like oddball. It was like using oddball in 007, you know. But yeah, no, Soul Calibur is fantastic. The announcer is amazing. He does little intros for everybody. He's not like, and it's like, oh, here's Rock. He's like, this fighter is struggling to win back his honor.
Right.
You know, like he doesn't tell you who you're fighting. He gives you a little backstory to the person you're fighting. I love that. And yeah, the ring outs are there. Later on, they became destructible walls. But definitely inspired by Virtua Fighter. Much better jumping mechanic, no floatiness.
Right? True.
Yeah, but you can still move across the ring, rotate. You didn't have to parry. You could dodge. It was so cool. Very deep fighter if you got into it. And I'll tell you what, you play against those people online, they'll show you that you suck so bad. Like, there's not even a question. But yeah, and you know, it's so funny because this is a weapons fighter. I always pick the person with the longest reach. Like that was my style. Stay away style.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nightmare had some reach. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, but he's slow.
Oh, he's slow. Yeah, but he had
He's
some reach.
slow. Yeah, but he has reach. And then when you could play, who was it? Nightmare? Is it Nightmare? The main bad guy, the guy that holds Soul Edge. Because one of them is Soul Calibur, and the other one is Soul Edge, isn't it?
Yeah, Soul Edge, and it was Soul Blade on
Blade,
PlayStation. Yeah, on PlayStation.
Yeah, one of them. Anyways, the bad guy who holds the bad sword, he's basically his reach is crazy, and he might be slower, but man, if he hits you, wow. Yeah. Get ready for the pain. It's coming. Great pick, doggy. Great pick.
Thank you.
Let's see. Legendary Yobi says, I was actually playing that the other day. Yoda is God tier. His style is so dang different. Yeah, I love how they did it's like the movies where he's very jumpy. And
I remember doing that.
I was like,
I do that spin. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yes. Absolutely. So, my game that I am going to talk about is inspired by a game that I played a lot of, and I mean a lot. There was this little game called PUBG that was exclusive to Xbox for a while, but came to PC much sooner, of course. And PUBG itself, of course, inspired by DayZ Battle Royale, but whatever. We're going to talk about PUBG because that's when I got into it. PUBG, Players Unknown Battlegrounds, was so cool as a Battle Royale. If you don't know the premise of Battle Royale, which I'm sure everybody does, everybody lands and you loot and fight for loot. And the better you loot, the better you're going to do. And the point is to be the last man standing in PUBG. If you won, they called you the winner chicken dinner. Right. And so it was inspired. And, PUBG did doubles and quads and stuff. But then along comes this little game called Apex Legends, where there is no solo mode. There is no dual mode. It's three of you, and you must work as a team to win. And so it was a very interesting and different premise where me and my friends would drop in and just play the crap out of it. I remember playing this with Tempest Sun. Shout out to Tempest Sun. He's so good. His wife is really good at this too. Just crazy how good she was. And of course, my main, you're seeing someone here play with my main. This is from Silver Replays, I believe. And he's playing as Lifeline, and she's my main, the medic. So she was really cool. But if you win, it's so cool. If you look around the map, you can see these poster boards, and it tells you like who has the most kills, and it has a bounty on them if you kill him. Who's currently leading in everything, It was just it's such a cool game. If you die, like in PUBG, you would go down and just die. Like once you went down, somebody could shoot you again and you die. In Apex, you have shielding. So, in PUBG, if someone saw you first, there's a very small chance that you were going to come out of that on top. Whereas in Apex, you had a shield. So if someone shot you, maybe your shield is stronger than theirs, as there are shield tiers, right? There's blue shields, purple shields, gold shields. Everything has a tier. And if they knock you down, you're not necessarily dead. Your companion could win the fight, grab your data chip, take you to a respawn point, and respawn you onto the map. Of course, you respawn with absolutely nothing. It's like starting the game over again. Very tough to win if you respawn. And if you won, you became the champion of the round. I mean, it was so cool, so different, but definitely inspired by the Battle Royale craze that came from PUBG. Yes. DeathDealer, what do you got?
Never played.
Okay. There you go.
Short and sweet. Never played. Don't know.
All right, there you go. DeathDealer looks like she's frozen. Yeah, probably because she's like, I have no idea what he's talking about.
I looking down, actually. I was just holding still, wasn't frozen, just to see. I even changed the background so you can tell I wasn't, and I even waved to her to let her know I wasn't frozen.
All right. Doggy, Apex Legends, another first-person shooter that I know you love.
Apex Legends, and what was it inspired by?
PUBG, Players Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Well, it doesn't matter because I ain't played neither of them either. All right, so there we go. Yeah, I'm not.
Doggy always with his good stuff. Doggy always bringing the laughs. The show's free, guys. All right, let's see. Sir X-Men, shout out to Sir X-Men. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says, hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Yes. And my wife says, it's not Miss DeathDealer's games. Yeah. She loves horror games. She sure does. She sure.
Oh, no, it's
True.
cool. And it's so cool. Dead Island 2 just got dropped on Game Pass.
Yes, yeah, we got to play it so that way when DeathDealer talks about it, we can talk with him.
I already have it downloaded. It's on my pins list of stuff to play here soon. So, yeah, that's awesome. So cool.
So cool. All right. But with all that being said, Dougie, guess what time it is?
Oh, it's time to imitate what everybody's saying. Oh, people do a little better than yourself. It's intermission time with DeathDealer.
Woo! Take it away, DeathDealer.
Okay, kids.
Everybody, is the volume good on this?
And in case you missed the other one, we are giving each other the opportunity to essentially mimic one another. We are going to stay
Inspire
lines
each other.
Yes, and the other two have to repeat it to the best of their ability in the accent and the tone in which we say it. So, of course, we're just here to entertain you and possibly make you laugh.
Absolutely. All right, so I went first last time, so I think Doggy should go first this time.
All right. Do you guys want a quote from somebody, or do you want another song?
It's up to you, man. You tell us.
Okay. I'm going to... the song's a little nasty, so maybe I'll leave it out. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to do...
All right, hold on. Let me focus up. All right, here we go. Song is paused. Let's do it.
Song is paused. I'm going to do a little quote from a guy who I actually impersonated for a whole show earlier this year in April.
Oh.
I think you're going to know who it is. Brother. All right.
Oh, no. All right, let's take it away, Doggy.
What you gonna do when the largest arms in the world and all my little Hulkamaniacs run wild on you? What you gonna do?
All right. I guess I'll go first. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm going to try to imitate Doggy as best as I can. What you gonna do when the largest arms in the world go wild on you? What you gonna do? I even forgot everything he said.
The largest arms in the world and all my Hulkamaniacs.
Oh, yeah. The largest arms in the world and all my Hulkamanias go wild on you.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? And don't forget to do the poses, DeathDealer.
Okay. What you gonna do when the biggest arms are coming after you and all the Hulkamanias are coming at you? Oh, what you gonna do?
Oh, I love it.
Let me tell you something, me, Gene.
Let me tell you.
Oh my God, so funny. General Spark got it. Hulk Hogan. My wife says wrestling. Yes. Mr. Doggy's dog is barking hard. Yeah, Dreadful is dying. Splendiferent says that's very good. All right. So her expression, yes, absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. All right, DeathDealer, you're up next. What are we imitating?
Okay.
Dreadful says, you all three sound constipated. Oh my goodness! All right, well, I gotta drink a water. Hold on. All right, take it away, DeathDealer.
You know, Hogan might have been constipated, you know, with all those painkillers and stuff those guys took back in the day. So
And
maybe
the
that was part of
steroids and all that. Yeah, very well could be.
the reason why he sounded like that.
I
Okay.
could foresee that. I could foresee that.
That's a good theory. Whoever said that, that was good.
Whenever you're
Okay.
ready, DeathDealer, tell us when you're ready.
All right. I gotta get it right. So I'm trying to make sure that. Ew, David! Ugh.
What the? Okay, Doggy, take it away.
Ew. What was it? Did you say David? Was that the name?
Ew, David! Ugh.
Ew, David. Ah.
Okay, here we go.
I love this. Man, this is so fun.
Ew, David.
Am I the only one who has ever watched Schitt's Creek?
Apparently,
I've
I've never seen that.
No.
Oh my god, it's an amazing show.
I've
You have
heard
to
it's
watch
awesome.
it.
I've heard it's awesome. I've been told.
It is hilarious.
Yeah.
By the way, my
But it's
wife is
just-
outside my door. I can hear her laughing out loud, like her stomach
That's
is
what
I
his
heard it.
sister says to him all the time. She's like, "Oh my god, David, ew, ah."
I didn't do that.
Never heard of it. See, I couldn't do it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Well, no, you got to flip. You got to flip the imaginary hair. If you don't have the hair, you have to flip the imaginary hair. And just...
so funny. All right, here we go. You guys ready for mine?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's see.
This
General
is great.
Spartan says that sounds like the beginning of a David Lee Roth video. All right, here
And
we go.
it very well could be. I do watch a lot of his movies too. I'm just saying.
All right, here we go. Are you guys ready for mine?
I am.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. ¿Qué hora es?
What'd you say?
Did you say get on this?
Get on this?
I did not. ¿Qué hora es?
¿Qué hora es? Okay, all right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Ghetto
here we go.
ass.
All right, Doggy, take it.
Give me one more. I'm gonna see your actions. The words I can you know to do, but that's
Oh my
I see
goodness!
what
You're
you
gonna make
said
me
there.
do this 3 times, Doggy.
Yeah, maybe 4. I might have to see it twice.
Oh my goodness. Okay. ¿Qué hora es?
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, it's Spanish. Okay, of course I can't. I only know a few words in that language, and they're not nice.
All right, take it away, Doggy.
Oh, you guys. ¿Qué hora es?
All right.
Oh my god. Oh. All right, DeathDealer.
I'm gonna make sure I don't knock things over. Ghetto ass.
Oh my god, yes.
Love it. Oh my god, so funny. Oh my god. Okay. I can hear my wife laughing from 3 rooms down. She's funny. She's like, "What? What is that?" Shout out to my wife. Is that Selena? No, it's Que Hora Es, the primetime TV show for people who have watched Spanish, who only have a 3rd grade understanding of Spanish. Let's see. She should have said, "Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It's so big. She looks like one of those rap girlfriends' butts." You know who understands those rap guys? They only talk to her because she looks like. Oh my God, that's so long. We would never do that. I'm gonna stop reading Dreadful. Okay, shorter. All right.
Yeah, he was trying to do the beginning of the sir. That's way too long for.
Yes.
We're doing sentences.
Sentences. Yes.
I appreciate the effort, dear. Appreciate the effort.
Okay, here we go. Legendary Yobi says, "¿Qué hora es? Mi primito muy grande Bad word. Okay, yeah.
I know what that means. I know what that one means.
You have 3 testicles. Now, ¿qué hora es literally translates to what time is it?
Oh, good to know.
But I acted it out like I'm saying something sexy because I wanted to see it. Oh my god, so funny. Okay,
You
that's gonna do
succeeded.
it for this intermission time. Let's move the show along, shall we? Yes. And my wife goes, yes, I know too. Yes. Bad word. Yeah, it's a bad word. It's a bad word.
Like I said, I don't know many words in Spanish, but I do know quite a few bad ones.
Yep, that's everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that one. All right. So, by the way, DeathDealer, is this the original or the third one, the year one?
The original.
The original on PC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Let's go with this one. Oh, hold on. Is this an improved channel? Is this an improved channel? It is. Okay. 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 You know, you got to watch these gameplay you put on there because some people will copyright strike you. So you got to go to friendly channels.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I don't claim any of this gameplay. This all comes from nice people on the internet. So,
Yep.
Here we go. All right. Whoops. DeathDealer, take it away.
Okay, so my game, believe it or not, is actually has some of it is actually based on Pac-Man, and the developers themselves, the producer Doug James actually said that the way that you move to attack civilians is the same way that Pac-Man moves. A lot of it, of course, this is only referring to the original. They set up the levels and the way you have to move around them similar to the Pac-Man levels. In the police that chase you are essentially the ghosts in the game, although Pac-Man doesn't run over pedestrians, but can't have everything. But this is what they originally had based it off of. Obviously, as the games continued, they moved further and further away from this particular thing. But for the original PC, yeah, you do essentially follow the same. They based it a lot off of Pac-Man. As you can see, they're only being able to go certain ways. It started with a top-down perspective. You could dash across the city committing crimes, but like I said, it's a set level. You can't really explore the way you can now in these new ones.
All right. Fantastic. Doggy, Grand Theft Auto, the first one, the first 2, inspired by Pac-Man.
Yeah, I never knew
What
that.
say ye? What say ye, Doggy?
This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I've never heard this put this way. What a great bit of knowledge from DeathDealer. I have actually never seen this much footage of Grand Theft Auto, the first Grand Theft Auto. So that's pretty cool too. But I guess I could see what you're saying. I could see that, if that's what they said, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Learned something new tonight on the Iconic Video Games Podcast. And hey, you can't beat that, right? You can't beat that. But no, it's cool. And it's cool to see some old footage of the original Grand Theft Auto. So I was very interested to see what you had to say about this, and that's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm very,
Yeah, see?
very, very impressive. That's very cool.
I have facts to back it up. Like I said, the producer of the game actually came forward and said he did base it and he's the one, because I didn't necessarily realize it at first until I started reading into what he was saying. And he's the one who actually said, he's like, yeah, the cop cars are essentially the ghosts. They chase you. You don't necessarily have to, So, I mean, I'm like, oh, this makes even more sense. This is perfect. And when you think about it, playing back on it, it really is very similar to Pac-Man.
Yeah, I mean, when you describe it that way, I absolutely see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when DeathDealer put this up, because we have to put up the games we're going to talk about so I can look for footage and what it was inspired by. I'm like, Pac-Man. And I was like, I'm very interested to know how this is going to turn out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
Too.
Yes, they both gave me that. They were like, "We cannot, don't spoil it till the show. We want to hear." Aren't you glad you waited?
Right.
I
Yeah.
am.
That's cool. No, that's awesome. That's an
I mean,
awesome. Awesome
if we're
pick,
playing
awesome
Pac-Man with
idea.
guns, you know, it's like Pokemon with guns, Pal World. This is Pac-Man with guns.
That's exactly pretty much what it is. It's Pac-Man with guns.
Yeah, I see a great choice there, Diller. Wow,
Right.
awesome.
Yeah. That was cool. That
That's
was very cool.
fantastic. Fantastic. Doggy, what do you got?
I must go with a couple of my favorite franchises here. I'm going to go with Rock Band, which was, of course, inspired by the great Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero first came out in 2005, and it was made by a group called Red Octane and, of course, Harmonix.
Mm-hmm.
And Red Octane was a controller making company, and they specialize in controllers and stuff. And Harmonix had made other music games. Not sure what they were. Didn't look it up. That's what they're. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it didn't matter. They didn't really hear of them, so whatever. The first two Guitar Heroes, they were cool, but they were mostly cover songs. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like real. But it didn't matter. The game was still cool, even though it was only you could only play as the lead guitar, or bass, or rhythm guitar, right? In 2007, MTV Games, or MTV, whatever they were called, bought up Harmonix. Activision decided to go with Neversoft, who made the Tony Hawk games, to carry on with the Guitar Hero games. So Rock Band, of course, was made by Harmonix. Introduced drums and a mic on top of the two guitars, your bass and your lead guitar. And I mean, it's all history from there. You know, of course, then Guitar Hero had to match suit, and they brought out World Tour, which then introduced a whole band. You know, they started having drums and all that stuff in it. Rock Band just carried on. It ended up lasting longer, of course. It made DLC, and I told Axel this the other day. They brought out DLC almost every single week from 2008 till 2013, from Rock Band 1 to Rock Band 3. Sure, there were some weeks they missed, but no game refreshed itself ever more than the Rock Band series did. You had DLC all the time. Yeah, Harmonix, of course, Rock Band was inspired by Guitar Hero because it was made by some of the producers that actually made the game in the first place. Two great games. Yeah, I could play them. For the rest of my life and never get tired of playing Rock Band. So, you know, I love them. Rock Band 4 is awesome. They just did stop producing DLC, so who knows? There might be a new Rock Band game on the horizon. And hey, Microsoft, you own Activision now. Get on it. We need a new Guitar Hero.
Yeah, we need a new guitar.
I think I would do. I don't know. The market was so saturated by the time Guitar Hero gave up. There was just so many of these games out and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, people are tired of it, which I don't know how, but, you know, they did, you know, just oversaturated. But it's not now. So bring back out Guitar Hero. I think it could do it. I
think if they did like Rock Band, Guitar, any of that would like do really well, because we really do kind of need it on the market. There hasn't been anything like that since they left. Not with the actual like instruments and things like they used to. You know what I mean? It's there are some games, but they're not the same.
Right. Yep. So yeah, they need to get back on it. Give us some more of this. I think, like I said, I think the community would be accepting. Bring out some new instruments. You know, do all that. Bring us some more good music stuff. I know. I would love it. Because I love this. But the only problem I'm gonna have with it is, here we go again. I'll spend a fortune on it. But you know what? I don't care. I loved it. I loved Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
There you go.
And they both had their own.
Rock Band.
Oh, I loved Rock Band. Yeah, we played it quite often. I still have a ton of their stuff. Actually, I don't think I've gotten rid of any of it, believe it or not.
Right. Yeah.
Dreadful actually has some of the limited edition instruments. So yeah, yep, nope, we have those. We still have those for sure.
So I played the crap out of Guitar Hero. I tried Rock Band, but
Mhm.
I didn't like the guitars as much because in
Oh, I hate
Guitar
the
Hero the
guitars.
buttons come up, and in
Mhm.
Rock Band the buttons go down.
Yeah,
They're
Mhm.
flush
they're
with
even.
the
Yeah,
with
they're
the
even with it.
guitar.
Yep.
And
And the strummer on the Fender Stratocaster, the Rock Band controller
Mhm.
was spongy. It was like, I don't know, it's spongy
yeah, it was
feeling. Where
weird.
the
I
Guitar
like the
Hero one was
clickiness of Guitar
clicking,
Hero. Yeah.
and it was awesome. Go ahead, sorry.
And it was so funny because all you would ever hear me sometimes because I'd be playing with headphones is just click 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 like that's all you hear. But was Rock Band inspired by Guitar Hero? Absolutely. But of course, Rock Band came out with the whole band doing the inspiration right back. So they took the inspiration and ran with it.
Yes.
Fantastic. And of course, they showed them how to do DLC and did it right, as Doggy said. Whereas Activision, of course, was just in it for the big bucks. But yeah, that was a fantastic inspiration. I think the market might have been saturated, but I was sad when my yearly Guitar Hero didn't come out. Like, just being honest, I was sad
Oh,
about it.
yeah, it sucked when Warriors Rock was the last one, and then they shut
Yeah,
it
Guitar Hero
down.
5 Wars of Rock.
They
Yep.
shut it down. And
I
I was sad.
bought the Guitar Hero. I bought the Band Hero.
Band Hero, yeah.
I bought the DJ
DJ
Hero.
yeah.
I bought all the heroes, right? Because I loved it so much. I had so much fun with all of them. Yeah. All right, let's check in with the chat real quick here. Let's see. Oops. Sir X-Men says, I love playing my Rock Band, and I have them all.
Yeah, me too.
Dreadful says, Rock Band rules, Guitar Hero drools. What? Whatever.
He say that as if he doesn't have rock or Guitar Hero discs and yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, stop trying to lie to internet people. I'm here to tell them you're lying.
Jago.
Shout out to Jago Coogan. Thanks so much for joining us, Jago. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button, be sure to hit it. It really helps us get discovered on the live section of YouTube. Doggy.
I did, man. There's something like the later the later Guitar Hero games. I liked how the guitar, it had that touch strip.
Mm-hmm.
It had
that was so awesome.
It had that touch strip, and so you could do tap, wah, like wah, 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 and like that on the Guitar Hero games. It was so cool when you carried those notes and you could go.
I love how you could change the tone of the notes on Guitar Hero.
Right? Yeah, it was
more fun.
Yeah, it was more fun, more notes, quicker, easier to survive, like more star power and stuff. Rock Band was just more straight to the notes that were meant for that instrument. It was just, the guitar was just more fun. It was just, I don't know. It just added more to it. So they each had their own charm in their own way, but both excellent.
Absolutely. Let's see. Dreadful says, I have DJ Hero and the Beatles. You can keep the Beatles. You can keep it. Hard pass. Let's see.
I have the Beatles.
Bring out DJ Hero 2, and I have about 1,200 DLC songs for Rock Band. Holy crap.
Bro! Me and you could hook up online, and we'd be able to play. That's what I'm saying. That's what sucked, like when you're playing like Rock Band 3 with people, and you would go into play, and all your songs were grayed out, except for like the songs that came with the thing, and then they'd have like a couple songs that everybody had. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude,
wasn't Guitar Hero like as long as one of you had the song, it would just load it?
No, I think both of them you had to have the.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that sucks. Let's see. Guitar Hero has buttons to push, but not to any note. Maybe if you played on easy, that's true. But if you played on hard and expert, trust me, they were to the notes.
Oh yeah. It was tough
easy,
stuff
medium, all those ones. Yeah, I agree with you. Like they would hit like every fifth or sixth note. But once you got into hard and expert, they were to the beat and to the notes.
I couldn't stand playing on anything besides expert because the rest of them didn't have all the notes. I wanted all the way to the orange. I wanted to play in all of it. I don't care if it's too fast for me to play it. I still wanted to play it on expert and get better at the song
Yeah, and then
Was it
pushing
had
more than one
everything.
button down at a time, 3
Right.
buttons and all this. Yeah.
Like this guy's playing, he must be playing that on like
Easy.
It's like, dude.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Jingle Cookin says, I only played Guitar Hero. I never even cared to get into Rock Band. Yeah. As I said, I worked at Blockbuster, so I got to rent both of them. And I got to tell you, Rock Band, the only thing, it was good. It was good. I couldn't understand it intuitively like I did Guitar Hero. Just saying. For me. Luis Vian says, what level are you, Mr. Doggy, when you play? He just said he's expert.
Yeah, I play stuff on expert. The drums, when I had the drum set, I didn't attempt those on expert because that bass pedal, that was hitting up top. Okay, you could do that, but that bass pedal that just added such another. It threw you off, and then once you got thrown off of the drums and you're trying to keep up with that bass pedal, it was. But yeah, singing, I do on expert. Bass is easy, and then
back in the old Guitar Hero days, I did the fan trick for singing, where you just put the fan in front of the microphone and it automatically hit every note.
I didn't know you could do that kind of stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I got some achievements like that.
I love singing on. I didn't see that's all I could do now because my adapter's broke, like the adapter to use your old controllers. So that's all I can do on Rock Band 4 is the singing part. So that's kind of what we does. And they're supposed to release new guitar controllers here soon because there's like a Rock Band style game on Fortnite now.
Yeah, I hope they do. I'm gonna buy it because I need.
No, they already have a plan. It looks. The only problem I have with it is it looks like the Stratocaster. It looks like it has that same small, spongy strummer, and it has the buttons that are flush. You could fix the buttons. The flush buttons you could fix. You could just take some stuff and put them on there and make them bump up. But I hate that strummer. I hate that strummer on those Stratocasters. It's so spongy and I don't know. It's weak.
Splendifer says, "Doesn't count, Axel. That's cheating. Hey, it counted towards my achievement." But
yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know you could ever do that.
It was totally. Let's see. Dreadpool's over here trying to pretend like playing a video game is the same as playing a real instrument.
Oh no,
there's
not.
There's a game called Rocksmith, I think, where you can play with a real guitar. If you want, that's definitely the one to play, I guess. Right. And I only know that because my brother-in-law, not my brother, my stepbrother, he's really into Rocksmith on his PC. So yeah. Let's see. Sirxman says, I got a mic stand for my Rock Band so I could play guitar and sing. That was so hard.
Right.
That was so hard.
That's what I was going to say. I used to do that with Guitar Hero all the time. I love doing that with the Metallica one. Or any of the Guitar Heroes was easy. The Guitar Hero seemed easier to do it with. Heck, back in the day, like the Rock Band would feed back in the mic if you're too close to it. But anyway, I used to do that. I have a cool mic stand, and I would do that too. I'd play the guitar and sing at the same time. That's the ultimate. That's so fun. That was Seek and Destroy. I remember that. Search and Seek and Destroy. You know, just all that. Man, I love that. I love singing and playing. Man, I love these games. I love these games.
I did not have the talent.
Man.
All right, let's see. Jago Cookin says, I play Guitar Hero on normal. I didn't want to break my guitar. I always
makes sense.
To this day, I buy like those guitars on yard sales just to use them for parts.
Remember when you first started playing, and anytime you'd switch up to the next level, your hand would hurt so bad. Like
at the beginning, yeah.
Oh, and
your forearm would be burning.
Oh, and just a whole everything, and you're like, I can't play anymore. But after a while, that didn't happen anymore to you, know. But yeah, to get used to expert, because sometimes you'd have to stretch from green to orange, and that stretch your head out. It hurt there for a while, but you get used to it.
If you have short fingers, if you got long fingers, it's not that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I have perfect piano fingers. I played piano when I was a kid.
I got medium hands.
I got good fingers for instruments.
Let's see. Sarah says, my favorite song or rock band is Black And. Never heard of her. All right, let's see. All right, so moving the show along, guys. Great choice, Doggy. Great choice.
Thank you.
Absolutely got everybody talking. So I'm gonna take you guys back in time. We're gonna get in the way back machine.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Yeah.
You're gonna imagine Axel.
The wheel was invented.
little teenager, or not even a teenager, a little kid at the laundromat.
So it was right
And of
before the
course, I went
wheel
to
was
the ghetto
invented.
laundromats. I went to the ghetto laundromats because we weren't very rich, you know. And
Wait a minute,
there's
wait a
this-
minute, wait a minute. They had laundromats, but not wheels yet. How does that work?
You gotta wash
just
your
kidding.
loincloths. So the when I was young, I was really into these Legos called Blacktron's, and I really liked the Tron movie, and I was really into the cartoon Robotech, and loved RoboCop and stuff, and I saw this game called Robotron,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's cool, and it was a twin stick shooter that would just load random levels, and the point was to kill everything in the level. And so my inspired game, of course, that came from that is none other than Geometry Wars, but in specific, this one, Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions Evolved. I love this game. I can play this game forever. The music is great. It is challenging. It's a twin stick shooter, simple concept, awesome music. Great way to kill. You know, here I am. I'm thinking, oh, I got 20 minutes to play. I'll play Geometry Wars. Anyways, 4 hours later, I'm still playing, right? The game is incredibly fun. Simple concepts. Like I said, just kill everything that shows up in the screen to kill you before it kills you. Get high scores. If you do really well, you end up with on the high score leaderboards. It used to have online leaderboards. I don't know if they're still active or not. Of course, I would be like rank. Oh, you're ranked 6 million something. I'm like, oh well, you know, at least I'm 6 million. So yeah, that is my inspired game is Geometry Wars. The whole series. I think there's like total of 5 or 6 Geometry War games, but Dimensions Evolved is the newest one and the last one they've made. So hopefully in the future they come out with more. So Geometry Wars, DeathDealer.
No, no. Anything with the geometry? No. Mm-mm. No, no. I tried to stay away from learning video games as much as possible. So yeah, no.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah. Freaking Jiggle Cookin. Did you
Yeah, I
crack
know,
open a
it's-
tab and listen to Duran Duran while playing Geometry Wars, Axel? That's right. Trying to be
Hungry
cool for the
like
kids.
a wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's see. Let's see. Did you know Geometry Wars was introduced in Project Gotham Racing in the arcade in the garage? No, I did not. I found it on Xbox Live. It was like $1, and I bought it, and I'm like, I love it. Doggy.
Geometry Wars, man. Yeah, I played it. Haven't played it, and like Tether said, I get tired of doing math homework with my daughter. Man, why do I gotta go on Xbox and play Geometry Wars? You know, like isn't that geometry? That's like what you say, like when you turn into a tree, right? Geometry.
Geometry. Dad jokes are coming out,
Hey.
everybody.
Yeah, bad joke.
But it's G.
No,
Oh,
I haven't played it.
my.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it. Great choice, but have not played it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's so good. If you ever get this game, I mean, it's practically free now. Trust me, it's so good. It's challenging, but it's so good. And Doggy, this is a kind of shooter you can play.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I could actually, probably make it a little while before we die. So
Yeah, yeah.
it does look pretty cool. It does look like a pretty cool little game, really.
Yeah,
Looks
Dimensions is-
interesting.
Dimensions
Right, yeah,
is
'cause it's
different. The
got-
original Geometry Wars was on a 2D landscape, so nothing moved around. But
Yeah.
of course, it's Geometry Wars 2, Geometry Wars 3, Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions. It just got more and more elaborate with the levels. And
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
got-
after this, I don't know where they would go. Maybe Geometry Wars 3D on the Quest or something. But yeah,
yeah, it's got shmup. Yep.
yep.
So do you
properties
have to
to
do math in
No.
this game?
The
Oh,
only
No,
thing
you're
that
okay.
just,
gonna
you're
do is
just on
shoot.
geometric. You're just on different
Yeah.
geometric
Oh,
planes or
You're
whatever.
shooting
yeah.
geometric figures using a
Yeah.
They should
geometric
have
shape.
named it. They should have named it something different because the name makes me think I'm gonna have to do geometry, and that's why I'm like, nah.
Nah,
But I'll
okay.
check it out if there's no math. I'll
There's zero math in this
check
game.
it out. I'll check it out.
And I don't know if you guys can hear this, but the music is amazing in this game. Amazing. Trust me.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Let's see. My wife wants to hear another dad joke. Doggy, take it away. Dad joke it out.
Another dad joke?
Yes.
Why did the dad take an extra pair of socks when he went golfing?
Why?
In case he got a hole in one.
Yes. Absolutely fantastic. My wife just heard it. She's
Yeah,
laughing
she
at
loved it. All right, there we go. Woo!
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. DeathDealer needs to see the original Geometry Wars. Let me see if I can find it. The original one is super basic looking. Let me see. There's Geometry Wars Retro Evolved.
What system was that for? The one that you were showing? What was
Geometry
that?
Wars Galaxy. That one was on Xbox. I mean,
Okay.
Geometry Wars came to everything. All right, here we go. Here's an original Geometry after the ad. Here's the original Geometry Wars DeathDealer. Are you ready?
Okay.
My wife goes, "Sprutch."
Hey, it was a bad joke. I gave it to you. The
There you
bad joke
go.
was.
You wanted it, you got it. There you go. That is the original Geometry Wars.
Oh, so it's kind of like Space Invaders.
Right,
Yes,
yeah, it
it's
looks
a
like
twin stick shooter.
asteroids is
Yeah.
kinda,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
They really fooled me with the name.
That is
They got-
super basic,
yeah.
like I said, and of course you saw the most newest one. Very
Yeah.
different from this one. Very cool, very different. I loved it. So, and the point of the first one was just to get a high score. Very Xbox Live Arcade.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go. The original Geometry War. But let's see. But with all that being said, Dougie, guess what time it is?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be like corn. We're gonna follow the leader. It's intermission time with DeathDealer.
Woo!
All right, guys. And in case anyone missed the other ones, I will remind you one more time. We are going around, and the three of us are saying things, and the other two have to mimic it in their best possible way to say it the same way we do. And that's really it. I hope you guys enjoy us making fun of ourselves.
All right, DeathDealer, you're up first this time.
Ooh, I'm up first this time. Okay. Okay. All right. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
All
I
right.
got
Let me
this.
know when you're ready so I can pause the music. Just say pause the music.
Okay. All right. You can pause the music.
All right, I'm ready. I'm all ears. Doggy, take a look because you got to match her expressions too.
All right.
May the best day of your past be the worst day of your future.
Okay.
You want me to repeat it?
Do it
Doggy,
again.
Yeah,
See.
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
May the best day of your past be the worst day of your future.
Okay. Doggy, take it away.
May the best day of your past be the best day of your future.
There you go. Hold on, I gotta. May the
I know what
best day of your past be the worst day of your future.
Yep.
Did I do it right? Did
Yep.
I get it?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, Doggy, you're up next, sir.
Okay, you know what? I was going to do a song, but you know what? I think I want to see you guys do my introduction to intermission time.
Wait. Hold on a second. What was that? Yeah. My wife has a good point. What was that, Death Dealer?
Yeah, what was that? Yes.
That's actually an old Irish toast.
An old Irish toast. All right. Cheers, doggy.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Doggy, all right. All right. You want to hear us do our intermission intro? All right. So give it to us. What we're gonna do.
All right. Or would you guys rather do a song? Would you rather do a song? Or do you want to try?
We can do whatever you want, buddy. This is you.
I want to hear you guys do this. All right. So
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna do it again, like I always do. You guys gotta listen up. Gotta hear all these words. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the iconic Video Games Podcast proudly brings to you its greatest podcast segment in the world. It's intermission time with DeathDealer.
Wow. I don't think I have the lungs for that, but all right, here we go.
All right, let's go. Woo! Give it a big woo.
I heard you say this 100 times, and I know I'm gonna forget words.
Yeah, I'm having the same thought. I'm definitely gonna mess this up.
Okay. Right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the iconic Video Games Podcast brings you the best podcast segment in the world. It's intermission time with DeathDealer.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I know I'm messing this up, so forgive me ahead of time. And I hope you're ready for what amazing... Oh, God.
Yeah.
I already messed that up.
Okay.
You should have said her part.
Yeah, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the iconic Video Games Podcast proudly brings to you its greatest podcast segment in the world. It's intermission time with DeathDealer.
Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you know what? I lost. My brain's just... Intermission time with DeathDealer. It's so sad because I hear it every week, and you would think I would know it by heart, but...
Wow, Doggy really got us. Like, he got us. Wow.
That was good. That was very, very good.
Yes.
And this is
My
your
wife
proof.
said, oh, no, it will be hard. Yeah. Because
And
it's
this
iconic,
is-
Mr. Doggy intermission style. Absolutely.
And this is your proof. Well, we will not be able to do this without you, doggy.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's so awesome. No,
Yeah.
That's going to go with you.
and but this is the dream team. This is all. I couldn't do it without you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is you guys bring the best out of me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about, right there.
Yes.
And anyway, yeah, carry on. And if you guys didn't like that, I could do a song too. If you guys want to do a song,
shoot,
but it's kind of a nasty song. But so
I think that one was.
that's why I skipped. That's why I skipped on the song.
All right, here we go. You guys ready to copy me?
Yeah, let's
It
go.
starts when it says, I like Axel's version. All right, here we go. You guys ready to copy me? Deep breaths for this one, guys. Deep breaths. This one works better when you're drunk, okay?
When you're drunk.
When you're drunk.
All right.
I'm a little
All right.
underprepared for this one.
Drink them up.
All right. Oh, caught in a bad romance.
What was that?
Yep. Are you ready?
Axel needs a drink. All right.
All right. Hold on. All right. I want to see Doggy go last. All right. DeathDealer, you're up first.
Because I actually know what this is from.
Yes.
Oh, some Lady
No.
Gaga. Okay.
Take it away, DeathDealer.
Oh, caught in a bad romance.
All right. Dougie.
Whoa, whoa, got in a bad romance.
Fantastic job, everybody.
We got to do this stuff more often. More often. This is great. Yeah.
All right, everybody. I hope you liked this for today's episode of the Iconic Video Games Podcast. Hopefully, you love that intermission time as much as we did.
That was awesome.
Everybody's in the wrong spot here.
I'm getting motion sickness.
Yeah. Split Difference says, "Oh my God, what is he?" I don't know if you guys can hear my wife is dying of laughter back there. Split Difference says, "Great job, Deathy Wethy."
Thank you. Gotta get at least one right.
Yeah. Let's see. Sexman says, "Doggy Dog, darkness imprisoning me, all the asylum horror." I have no idea what any of that is.
Imprisoning me.
All right. So, anyways, guys, I hope you liked this episode of the Iconic Video Games Podcast. Hopefully, everybody was inspired by our performances and inspired by our game choices. With that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. But, we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows we do here on the Iconic Video Games Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Axel1324.
I'm DeathDealer.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.